robin phase and win. So I think with all that in mind, I'm still going to lean towards Use.
Yeah, with that in mind, Use has been on a very, very nice run so far. BalloonBoy and Use are going to get this rematch, and we're starting it off on Apocalypse.
No surprise on the character picks. Use has been on that Jaehyun. On the other side, BalloonBoy with the Zariel eats 2 dares, but still has enough movement to get up and get that wall touch.
Gets the dare on the sword now, sidelight as he comes back onto the stage, and Use has been applying so much pressure here in just the start of the game.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, but ultimately not that much damage. The damage difference is actually relatively even. Here comes BalloonBoy, hits the nair, has the stage control, but he's not going to chase down with that ground pound.
Neutral signature comes out, but Use does a good job at working himself around that, gets the recovery punish, and we're back to some intensive footsies right now. GC light recovery comes out, wants to try and catch that landing. He will do so with the end light.
He's doing a good job keeping that pressure on top of Use, getting those one hits in wherever he can. Use gonna respond with the side light. I'm actually surprised Use is sticking so hard with this sword. Surprised that down stick didn't hit.
Yeah, for sure. The greatsword was working phenomenally for Use yesterday, and being able to explode with some of those reads. Then again, you can't really read that well into the first stock, so might need to collect some more information here first.
All right, now we're seeing BalloonBoy make the swap over to the bow. Doesn't try to catch Use's jump with that neutral sig instead. Once again, lets Use come back onto the stage, throws away the weapon. Double exclamation point, but he fights his way up with that GC downlight into the recovery.
That spacing was so tight. GC D-Light just barely hitting. Nair comes out, and Use now is on this greatsword that we were just talking about. Has to try and find a knockout with it, but BalloonBoy will be slightly faster.
Yeah, his recovery hits just a little bit harder than Use's, and BalloonBoy gonna get that first stock, but he is deep red. Use could finish this off here with the right hit.
All right, rolling the stage carefully, able to connect the end lights, throwing BalloonBoy off stage. He's gonna need a dare now, maybe a recovery even, and that is going to be the stock. He has the weapon advantage. Do I smell the greatsword? It's greatsword time, Duke.
Dude, Use is playing really safe on his options with the sword. Like, just a second ago, he went in and hit the neutral light as the punish. It comes out quicker, but I thought for sure that would have been a downlight recovery situation. Just get that KO.
Yeah, Use juggling his weapons a little bit too hard, leaving him unarmed right now. His desperation for that weapon pickup also allowed BalloonBoy to get a couple of hits in. Finally has that greatsword in hand, though. And you saw that movement. BalloonBoy dashed in, Use creating that distance. I feel like Use might be catching on to some of these movement patterns.
Ooh, immediate wake up GC and Sig. Use not able to cut off the path though, so BalloonBoy got enough height that he was able to drift onto the stage.
Sidelight D-Light bridge comes out, BalloonBoy having a hard time getting back onto the stage. Use will allow it by going back for the weapon pickup. D-Light, GC, and a signature coming out from Use.
Says you're not gonna dodge this one. Take all of the force, and here comes the greatsword again from Use. Gonna try to add it up. Goes for the weapon toss, but BalloonBoy gets past it, and now he's the one with the weapon advantage.
We have some bow now coming out from BalloonBoy. We haven't seen that much bow so far here in the first game. Let's see what he's able to do. Picks up the sidelight, and he gets the read. Throws Use off stage, and he could even this out right now. Use uses the weapon throw, but BalloonBoy is able to get past with a dare.
Good spacing though. Use came up, tried to hit him with the sidelight. BalloonBoy still managed to outspace it. Taking a couple of hits here, but BalloonBoy could finish the stock off. Nice, the dodge down. The recovery not going to do it.
Use getting closer and closer to a knockout, but BalloonBoy gets one first. Sticking to probably the gauntlets. BalloonBoy sticking to the bow here. Able to generate some distance here if he wants to try and play a more safe game to even out this damage, but Use doesn't allow it. Use plays up right in BalloonBoy's face.
Use definitely willing to challenge that distance. Lands right in front of BalloonBoy, hits him with that neutral light. BalloonBoy getting in the wreck. GC downlight gets him back onto the stage for a moment. Sig catches the jump, and Use gonna take game one.
The neutral signatures have been really, really strong from Use today. I feel like we're seeing a whole lot more of them today than we saw yesterday.
It's crazy too, because it's sword neutral sig. Like, if you're gonna talk about a Jaehyun neutral sig, more often than not, you're talking about the greatsword neutral sig to punish a dodge off of like a bridge.
For sure, but I mean, you have these moves. Neutral signature on the sword. If you're able to make it work, if you're able to connect the dots, it's going to be very strong. And sometimes it's just that kind of day.
Yeah, sometimes it is that kind of day. The wind blew just right for Use, and he was able to get the neutral sigs. Looks like we're going to Terminus now
Okay.
for game number 2. I like this pick on the side of BalloonBoy in particular because, again, you got 3 platforms. Greatsword notoriously likes just like a flat stage to run around on, so this could be really good for BalloonBoy.
I have to say, though, talking to some of the players in the free play area earlier, Godly said that one of his largest mistakes to do against Use was to fight him on a stage with platforms. Apparently, I mean, this is Use in his prime right now, and he's able to already take BalloonBoy down into orange. The question is this BalloonBoy's prime too?
I mean, he's looking A1 because he's getting some good damage here with those gauntlets on top of Use. Oh, doesn't hit him with that reaction recovery the way that Markimu was.
There, GC Endlight comes out, tries to push him off again, but Use is able to slip by and get a combo. Enesig comes out, BalloonBoy is getting used to punishing that at this point.
Yeah, I like the decision there from Use to go in and go for the finisher as well. Like, a lot of times he's been ending after the bridge for the mix-up, but that time he was like, you know what, just do all 3. You got to think about what I'm going to do.
Gets the nair in. Second one was attempted, but it's going to be the recovery to close it out instead. Use sticking to the Greatsword now.
Trying to add up some more damage onto BalloonBoy's second stock. BalloonBoy with the Neutralite, not going to quite KO. Gauntlet Neutralite needs a lot more damage to KO now, but recovery not going to do it.
Recovery won't be enough. Use tries to get the landing. BalloonBoy doing a really good job at not allowing it. He is finally able to get back onto the stage, but BalloonBoy, I mean, he's just pressuring Use so well, able to push him off the stage. Still, you're falling behind in terms of the damage right now. You need to find the knockout right now. The Endlight won't be enough.
He's going for whatever damage he can get. Those Neutralites will eventually KO. If he doesn't take any damage, maybe it's fine. And he didn't take any damage between the last one and this one, so kind of works out.
Endlight is enough to close it out, sticking it to the bow now. Now going for the weapon storm, allowing Use to go for the weapon pickup. It's going to be the sword.
Lots of movement coming out on both sides. BalloonBoy wanting that spacing. A lot of times bow players like to go in with that downlight.
Starting a little bit of a juggle right now, doing well in the bow sword matchup, but he can just afford to take such a few amounts of hits right now. The Endlight comes out, the recovery won't be enough. Nice drift by BalloonBoy.
Use gonna fast fall down there and actually avoid that neutral signature. BalloonBoy starting to throw out some big threats here. If he can get Use off stage, these are gauntlets we're talking about, but it won't. Man,
Just barely.
so close.
Recovery comes out, putting Use down into into deep orange right now, but he will be able to retaliate with the recovery, taking that stock off, and now clinging on to that Greatsword. These have been 2 gruelingly long games right now. These guys are trying to squeeze anything out of every single interaction.
I mean, they know what's at stake here. This is the winner's side of Autumn Royale. Winner of this goes on to Markimu. So they want to make sure they can get every lead they can and maintain it whenever possible. The falling there comes out from Use. 2-piece, reads the dodge, goes in for 3. BalloonBoy taking a lot of damage.
Going to be massive. He goes for the off stage, picks up the dare, goes for the second one. It's going to be a recovery instead of the mix-up, and it's going to catch BalloonBoy off guard. He's able to compose himself, though. Picks up the GCD light recovery on stage, but he's deep into the red right now. Use only needs a couple of more hits to find the knockout. BalloonBoy needs to find something to pick up the pace.
Good dodge there from BalloonBoy. Avoided the finisher coming out from Use. Trying to find some damage here. Nice 2-piece. But like you said, he cannot afford to get hit by a big hit from Use. Weapon toss, not gonna KO.
You got the gauntlets. Oh, you can, with 1 or 2 moves, you can put the opponent in such a dangerous situation. The only problem is that you need to find those 2 hits without getting knocked out yourself, which at this point is only going to take really 1 combo.
Use giving him a lot of breathing room. Oh, dash jumping in. Downlight recovery, and that'll be it. Use up 2-0.
Very, very good patience from Use there, not getting desperate whatsoever. BalloonBoy stressing Use out a little bit by playing a lot more patiently, waiting for that one mistake to be able to put Use into a bad situation. But Use was just ice cold. He knew all he needs is like 1 D-light and then it's over, so he waited for the right moment.
Yeah, like you were saying, like in that position with BalloonBoy down so far, he's just hoping Use is going to over-regress. He's hoping Use is going to make that mistake so he can start getting those punishes, maybe make just like a bad habit dodge, and then you can go for the offstage. But Use, calm, cool, and collected. Just stayed there. He's like, all right, we can play this out. All I need is that downlight recovery. I'm just going to wait for the opportunity.
I mean, at a certain point, it's not use game to win. It's his game to lose, right?
Yeah.
And we were approaching that area, and we have the legend swap. We have BalloonBoy going over to the Diana. We're getting some Blasters gameplay.
This almost feels like a desperation pick, but we'll see how well it pays off. Like you said, Blasters not too loved by the competitors as of late, but maybe BalloonBoy knows something we don't.
Really long time ago, I saw this level of Blasters gameplay. Only time will tell how it will go. So far, Use has a wonderful start. BalloonBoy is able to pick up some damage of his own. D-Light Seer comes out, pushing off stage, goes for the second one, all the way out there with a GC, and that is going to be used with a wonderful first stock here.
Yeah, the confidence to go out there, fast fall down, GC downlight side air. Use feeling real good now that he's up 2-0.
Stuck off stage, but able to get back up with that recovery, picking up a little bit of a juggle right now. BalloonBoy doing a good job, racking up some of this damage. If he gets something here on the off stage, GC and Sig, or D-Sig, sorry, not going to connect though.
Okay, Use comes in, hits that recovery. Still maintaining a lead over BalloonBoy. Neutral line, nice. Dash jump into the recovery, just finding some big hits. Recovery? That'll KO. Even on Western Air Temple, there was enough damage behind it.
Use has such amazing aerial movement, and BalloonBoy taking things just ever so slightly more calmly now. You can see BalloonBoy also wants to be in that 1-jump, 2-jump area, height, verticality for a lot of time in the game, and it's been working out quite well, but he still hasn't been able to pick up just as many stray hits as Use has been able to.
Yeah, I mean, just like that, the double sideline into the recovery. Use just finding those extra hits on top of BalloonBoy.
Just ever so slightly more crisp with finding whenever those opportunities to go and get that damage. Neutral signature comes out, and I mean, Use only took 1 or 2 hits for that entire stock. That's going to be almost a full stock lead here.
He's playing so clean and crisp. BalloonBoy is trying to punish, but Use is just like, nah, I'm just going to keep hitting you. Don't worry about it. Goes in for another recovery. BalloonBoy with the chase. Saw the spot dodge there. Likely was looking for the opportunity for a gravity cancel neutral sig.
Gets that side light, not able to convert it onto anything though, but Use still, as you mentioned, so clean with his movement and when to get that extra damage. BalloonBoy is starting to disrupt some of it though, able to get some damage and stop him in his path.
Falling side air there. BalloonBoy not able to get Use into the red just yet. GC downlight side air. Can he keep pushing him? Use out spacing.
Able to get the Nair out. GC and Sig won't connect. Use setting up for this edge guard. BalloonBoy is able to get back up, but he's gonna take 2 Nairs for it. Use tries to go for the third one, not able to connect it. He gets the weapon throw combo, and I mean, Use is just pushing on to BalloonBoy right now. It's gonna be the 3-piece, and that's a 3-0.
So stinking clean there. You saw the gravity cancel downlight come out from BalloonBoy and was like, okay, I can just go for the 3-piece. I'm gonna finish it off with the side finisher because the horizontal KO box is closer, and that's what he did.
Yeah, there's no way to describe Use gameplay more than clean. I feel like Use played the game the way that every single Brawlhalla coach would want their students to play the game. Not over